There comes a time after the vision has been born, after the plan has taken shape within the imagination, when the mind must decide. Faith alone will stir the heart. Imagination will light the path. But decision is what sets the feet upon it. Without decision, faith remains a dreamer. Without decision, imagination becomes a mirage. You must therefore stand at the crossroads of thought and action, and declare with finality, "This is the course I shall take. This is my purpose, and I will not turn back." Every man of achievement has come to this inner moment of choice. It does not come with thunder. It does not come with applause. It comes in silence, and it demands everything you are. You must decide whether you shall serve your dream or serve your doubt, for faith cannot dwell in the same house as hesitation. One must go. The man who hesitates divides his mind, and a divided mind has no creative power. Decision welds thought into purpose. It crystallizes imagination into direction. It transforms faith from an emotion into an order. And when decision is made, truly made, something shifts within the unseen forces of the world. The universe itself begins to rearrange its affairs to accommodate the will of one who knows, is not traveled in a single day. There will be resistance. There will be delay. There will be moments when faith is tested, and imagination is clouded by fear. And here, my friend, you meet the companion of decision, persistence. Persistence is faith made visible through motion. It is the act of believing after the evidence has vanished. It is the quiet refusal to retreat, even when logic whispers, "Stop." When persistence is born of faith, it carries an invisible strength. It does not rely on sight. It relies on conviction. It knows that all failure is temporary and that all defeat is merely the servant of growth. Every great success you can name has been trailed by 1,000 apparent failures. The Wright brothers failed more times than they flew. Edison tested 10,000 filaments before he found one that would burn. Ford was ridiculed by men of education who told him he was unfit for business. Yet their persistence was born not of stubbornness, but of faith. They had seen the end in their imagination, and that vision became stronger than the world's resistance. Their minds could not be turned aside because their hearts had already arrived. You see, faith gives birth to imagination. Imagination gives birth to planning. Planning gives birth to decision, and decision gives birth to persistence. This is the natural evolution of all achievement. It is a living chain, each link forged by thought, each strengthened by emotion, each proven by action. To break one link is to weaken them all. That is why so few ever complete the chain, and why those who do rise to heights others call impossible. Persistence is the discipline of sustained belief. It is what keeps the plan alive when results seem absent. It is the fire that continues to burn when the world has grown cold to your vision. The persistent mind does not depend on circumstances. It creates them. It bends the outer world to the shape of its inner image. It refuses to quit until the image within has become the fact without. That is the true demonstration of faith. Let me speak to you plainly. The man who quits has not failed in business. He has failed in belief. He has allowed the outer evidence of delay to outweigh the inner evidence of destiny. He has stopped feeding his desire through autosuggestion. He has allowed the flame of imagination to cool. He has permitted doubt to whisper louder than purpose. And so he falls not because he could not succeed, but because he ceased to believe. To the one who persists, however, the universe eventually yields. Time becomes his servant. Circumstance bends to his command. What others call luck is simply faith maintained through action until opportunity appears in physical form. For every hour of unseen persistence builds invisible momentum, and when at last the moment comes, when faith, imagination, decision, and action converge, the result seems to come overnight, but in truth, it has been forming all along. Understand this deeply. Faith is power, but persistence is mastery of that power. It is the governor of fate, the keeper of destiny. The one who persists has learned the supreme lesson that the universe will test the sincerity of your belief before granting its reward. Each obstacle you face is a question asked by infinite intelligence. Do you still believe? And each time you answer yes, you grow stronger, wiser, and more certain of your purpose. Now pause again and reflect. Have you merely wished for success, or have you decided upon it? Do you move only when the road is clear, or do you persist even in the storm? Is your faith conditional, dependent on signs, or is it the steady flame that burns through darkness? For the man who truly believes needs no evidence. His faith is the evidence. His persistence is the proof. When faith evolves into imagination, and imagination evolves into decision and persistence, you become a force that nothing on earth can resist. You cease to chase success. Success begins to move toward you. People feel it. Circumstances shape themselves to it. Time aligns with it. Because the one who has mastered faith, imagination, decision, and persistence has mastered himself, and therefore all that surrounds him, You were never meant to drift through life as a spectator. You were born to be a creator, to mold thought into form, to command destiny through faith, and to hold fast through persistence until the invisible becomes visible. The key has always been within you. Desire turned to faith. Faith turned to imagination. Imagination turned to plan. Plan turned to decision. Decision turned to persistence. And persistence turns thought into reality. Lodulibul prith. Remember this, and remember it well. The Creator of all things works through man, and he grants his greatest tools to those who persist in faith. The doubter may pray, but the believer creates. The fearful may wish, but the faithful work. And through that work, they prove the eternal law, that faith is the starting point of all riches. Imagination is the workshop of the mind. Decision is the seal of belief. And persistence is the engine of creation. Now, let your own faith be tested. Let your imagination serve it. Let your plan discipline it. Let your persistence complete it. For when thought becomes belief, and belief becomes action, there is nothing that can stand between you and your definite purpose. That is the law of the mind. That is the secret of all success.